Hello and welcome to 9 to 5 Photographer. My name is Tushar and today I will show you how to style and shoot a product with multiple attachments. Often we come across products which have multiple features or multiple attachments in a way that all need to be highlighted at the same time. Say for example this beard trimmer. It costs only 40 bucks and comes with 7 different attachments. I really can get any hairstyle or beard style, whatever I want with all these attachments. I really don't need to go to any barber. So the value proposition and USP of this product is really the attachments itself. So if I were to shoot this product in real time as a photographer, I would need to show all the attachments at the same time with the main product in a way that the photo still looks professional and shows the consumer what they are getting as value proposition for only 40 bucks. So before we begin, let me change some setup and remove the lights for now. We don't need the lights and the camera. For now, we are only going to focus on the styling. So for the styling, I'll be using some props, basically these props. These are white foam props. They are very frequently and used in product photography. You can see them outside stores in the store windows, for example. You can get it from Amazon very cheaply. By the way, I've done a full video on the gear I use, including these props. You might want to check that out. I will link it in the section above or in the description below. So before I start styling the product photo, let me explain the background that I'm using. For this shoot, I'm using this backdrop paper from Amazon. It basically creates a white marble type texture on this paper, and I've attached this on a tea stand. I'm using this texture and backdrop to create or simulate a bathroom setting, you know. And this is because our product, which is a trimmer, is generally found in bathrooms. You know, if you check your bathroom or washroom, you might find all kinds of grooming kits. So now that we know what backdrop we are using, what type of setting we want to create, I will start by placing the main product, which is this trimmer, in the center of the photo. For this, I'm probably using the biggest block available in the props, and I will place it in the center of the block. We don't have to spend a lot of time just making these products go in the center or appear in the center. We can do it later on. Now that our product is in the center, I'll start by placing different props around it where I will place the most important attachments. By the way, yes, we have 7 attachments, but I can also create a front facing photo with all the main attachments which will basically sell the photo or sell the product itself. I'm using the space on the backdrop in a way that it doesn't look claustrophobic or tight, but I'm also not spreading it too far. Just imagine that you're looking at this product through a shop window, then it makes more sense because this is how products are basically placed. I don't know what happened to my voice, by the way, then at that point. Just now. Right. Also, you might have that OCD of centering the product or attachment every time. I have this. I need to stop myself time to time because I've spent too much time just centering things. Oh. Right. So now I think it looks fine. We have these pops around the main product in a way that they make good use of the space while not being tight or loose. Let me bring it closer so that you can have a look. This is a front facing shot. I hope you are getting a better view. So as you can see, our product is now in the center of the photo. Then I have this block on the left and then this block on the right. So what I'm trying to do here is place the secondary blocks, front facing blocks, at a lower height than our main product. This is because we want to show the attachments. Yes, they are important, they are the USP, but we also do not want to take the focus or eyes of the consumer away from our main product, which is a trimmer. Especially if the main product has a good design, it makes more sense to place it on a higher level. Right, so now that we have this basic setup, let's start placing the attachments. So what I do while creating a photo like this, where I have multiple attachments and I need to select the most important ones, I go for the attachments or features which add most value to the product or the main product. So for here, I have this attachment which is basically has numbers on them, so you can basically select which level of hairstyle you want to choose. It goes over the blade. For me, this is important and I will place it here. Right? It basically sets the product for me. This is the stuff this is the stuff that you see in barber shops, and having this kind of stuff at home is cool, no? So yeah. Then the second feature is this beard oil. So this trimmer comes with a vial of beard oil, and I think it's cool to have this kind of feature as a highlight. The only issues I have with this small bottle is that it's very small. So when shooting this photo, I'll really need to go close to the whole setup. And the second thing is the bottle, as you can see, is white, and I'm placing it over a white prop. So we will have to adjust the lighting somehow so that this bottle is separated from the background as well as the prop itself. And the last attachment is this one. So this is one of five different attachments of the same type. They basically fix over the trimmer on the blade, and it's a fixed number, so you can basically use them, choose what, how long or short hair you want over your hairstyle or your beard. So these, for example, this is 22 to 24 millimeter. So it allows you to have hair length between 22 to 24 millimeter and so on. So because I have five of these, so I'll pick the biggest one and place it over here. It's not the easiest to place. As you can see, I use this plastic thingy to basically help me place difficult objects. Now, you see, now it's okay. So now I think we can take a first shot and see how it looks. But before that, I will set up the lighting because right now I only have window light. For lighting, if you have watched my previous videos, I use this huge softbox with my light. I'm using a continuous light, specifically the Godox SL153, and I'm using this softbox from Godox also. It's a 90 centimeter softbox. This it's huge, and sometimes it's also a pain in the ass because it needs a lot of space to be stored. It's also very heavy. Let me change the camera angle a bit, otherwise you won't be able to see this properly. Now I hope you can see everything. Now I've just placed the camera in the light. I'm not lighting it up right now. I will also be using this whiteboard as a reflector, and I will place this on the right hand side, on the left hand side, sorry. I think we can bring our light a bit higher and also a bit closer. Oh, yeah. And now I will turn it on. Now, let me see, let's set up the camera. Right, so I've set up the lighting and the camera is ready. So let's take some shots and see how it looks. I always shoot in portrait mode because I also share these photos on Instagram. So I'm giving you an in-camera view. I hope you can see through this LCD here, and this is how it looks. I think the lighting looks fine. We only need to see how it looks as in how the styling looks. So we are not doing anything fancy for this video. A product that we see outside in window shops. The logo of the trimmer looks in focus. It's actually in focus. So I'm using a 50 mm f2 lens with my Fujifilm camera, and right now we are at f2. I need, but we need to increase our aperture above f7. At least f7 should be okay if we want to get a sharp image. So let's increase the focal length, and as expected, the photo will become dark because there is not much enough light. So I do two things here. First of all, I will decrease the shutter speed. I think f50 is fine. F60 is also fine. The next thing I'll do is I'll increase the light intensity. And sure enough, we are at 10% right now, and that's why that explains the lack of light. I will increase it to, let's say, 70%. For now, let's see what happens. And you see, immediately we are at f7, and still the lighting is actually very, very good. So I can safely increase my aperture by one stop again to f8, and now we are sure to get a sharp photo. The only thing I need to change now is I'm not happy with my focus area. My focus area is a bit too small, uh, and I will increase it to, let's say, zone. Let's see what happens if I have it in zone. Let's make it a bit smaller, and I will center it here at the center of the photo. I have taken the photo which looks fine, but I'm not happy that certain areas of the photo are not in focus, right? So here we need to do another thing. I'll decrease the focus area, I'll make it smaller, because whatever product photo I'm going to shoot, the prime focus is the logo of the product. You can shoot the most beautiful product photo in the world, but if the logo of the brand is not in focus, it's a waste. So I have seen brands come back saying that the photos looks good, but our name is not in focus. So what's the use? How will the consumer know? So I'll take the brand name in focus. Yeah, we are sorted now. So and now what you can do is you can create composite images. You can go to the different parts of the image, make it in focus and just shoot. And then basically in editing, you can blend all the photos together to create one sharp image in which all the regions are in focus. So we can also do that. I can also make it a part 2 of this video to also show you how to create composite images. Let's do that. Let's do it. This technique is actually used quite frequently in product photography because there are certain products which are very tricky to shoot and have in focus. When you shoot watches, for example, it's very difficult to have everything, all parts of the watch in focus at the same time. Right, so we have these two final photos in the end. Let me know what you think about them. I took multiple photos of the same styling, bringing different parts of the image into focus at certain times. And then in the end, I basically blend all the images together to create one final image where everything looks sharp and everything basically looks in focus. and that's what we want. I'll create a part 2 of this video and show you how I did the editing, creating the composite images. So stay tuned for that. Also, your feedback is quite important for me. So if you have anything to share, please let me know in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. I'm always open to learning anything new. I would even greatly appreciate if you can subscribe to this channel and like and share the video. Let me and the YouTube algorithm know that you like this type of content, what I'm doing here. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.